listen to my daddy's podcast right now. It's the best show in the world.
And this is the Cards Fce Up Podcast, and I am your host, Mr. Ty Hill. Today's episode of Cards Fce Up Podcast / I Declare War with Ty Hill is a special one. Y'all see the motherfucking shirt if you're watching the video. If you're not watching the video, go to our official YouTube or our official website, which is Cards Fce Up Podcast. All right? Now, today, y'all know I like to build that moment of nostalgia. Y'all know that's what I do over here, and I got a special guest with me, and I'm gonna build this from a perspective of the year was 1984. You feel me? That just happened to be the fucking year that I was born, so makes it even doper. But the year was 1984. The month was around, September, school time, shit like that. And a young Dana Smith, who would later on be coined the nickname as Mouse Man, you feel me, as y'all might know him as, was coming from school on the number 8 bus. If you from Baltimore, you know where the number 8 bus rides, you feel me, York Road, all of that area. He was coming from school, and next to him sat another 13-year-old who at that time I think might have been calling himself something like MC New York or something like that, you feel me? That kid would grow up to be not just a very, very close friend with Mouse Man, best friend with Mouse Man. He will arguably grow up to be the greatest rapper of all fucking time. So if you don't know by now who I'm talking about right here, you're gonna know very soon. You feel me? We talking about Tupac Shakur, aka MC New York, aka the greatest. You feel me? And we got one of his close homies on here, Mouse Man. You feel me? And we celebrating the 25th anniversary of his death. You feel me? And I hate saying that shit because it's you celebrate death, but yes, we're celebrating the 25th anniversary since Pac has been gone in a physical form. But as you know, 25 years later, we still rocking out, and it's our duty and our job to keep his legacy alive. And I felt it was only right to bring on a brother that I know actually knows that legacy firsthand. So, Mouse Man, thank you for coming on, brother.
I'm glad you. Thanks for inviting me, bro. For real.
Man, I appreciate you, G. And I know you're a busy man. You feel me? For those that don't know, make sure y'all catch up with Mouse Man. He's doing a lot of big shit. And if y'all ain't heard that name before, y'all gonna hear it for sure. Real
no doubt.
So
yeah, today, man, we got a lot going on with this, you said the celebration, but the 25-year anniversary of his passing. We got an event going on tonight, and actually, I hooked up with Tahaka Brothers. We're doing an ice cream flavor for Pac. So keep your head up, ice cream coming,
Man, it's the first time y'all hearing that right here on the Cards Fce Up Podcast. Keep your head up, ice cream flavor?
Yes, sir. Blacker the berry, the sweeter the juice, blackberry with some seeds. It's good, though. It's really good. Trust me.
I gotta get it.
I got you, Ty. I got you.
I need it, bro. So that story that I just now told with you and Pac meeting, right? And I didn't even say meeting. That was just a random thing as y'all being on the bus because y'all lived in the same neighborhood, went to the same school. So I'm sure that was something that happened all the time. How did y'all actually meet?
Well, actually, you're right, man. 1984, right? Roland Park Middle School. And Mrs. G's class, right? God damn. Mrs. G. She was fine as hell, bro. I remember that woman to this day. That woman was so fine, right? So check it out. We're in class, and my homeboy, William Bonds, right? He raised his hand to go to the bathroom. And William sat in front of me, right? So he gets up, go to the bathroom, and as he's leaving out, this skinny kid comes in, right? Miss G stops the class, goes over to talk to him, and baggy clothes, one of those, not stylish at all, and he sits in my homeboy William's seat, like right in front of me. And I'm like, this Big Will, that's what we call him, right? So Big Will comes back in the class like, yo, get the fuck out my seat. Pac replies, like a 13-year-old, I don't see nobody's name on this chair, right? Will says, man, I'm about to put my name across your face, right? Miss G like, oh, whoa, gentlemen, both of y'all sit y'all butt down. Mr. Shakur, you sit over there. William, I need to see you after school, right? So that's how it started. He started off with some beef. He sat in my homeboy's seat. So throughout the day, it's tension. Like, fuck yo.
Yeah,
Like,
that's some real shit back then.
Yeah, big head, scrawny nigga. You know what I'm saying? Like, fucking Joe. Who is Joe? And it's crazy in retrospect thinking about it, man. Like how the stars aligned and the universe shifted, and I didn't know if it was a test or not, but I was involved in this divine plan, right? It might sound weird to you, right? But to me, that's how I look at it, because like you said, number 8 bus, we get on it. The bus is packed. Everybody sitting down, 1 seat left next to me. Bus driver pull off, then stops. Of course, somebody running for the bus. Guess who gets on? This nigga. Nigga, this nigga. Right. This nigga about to fight my homeboy, man. Fuck this nigga. You know what I'm saying? Like, so yo,
the only
seat
to next to you.
The only seat, right? You got your book bag on the seat, right? That's right. You know what I'm saying? So he walks up. Can I sit there? I don't even say nothing to the nigga. I pull my book bag off. Whatever. Yo sits down. And about 10 minutes of awkwardness, you know what I'm saying? And so I'm looking at the time because shit, WWIN, man, Rap Attack about to come on. You feel what I'm saying? So I'm trying to get home. This bus driver bullshitting. You feel me? So I asked I said, yo, you like hip hop? He was like, yeah. Like, that's what's up. I said, yo, around 4 o'clock, Rap Attack come on, He was like, I said, it's dope, yo. If you like hip hop, because around that time, hip hop was around 11 years old. We were 13. We were 2 years older than hip hop. That's how I like to look at it. And so he said he rapped. I said, bust a rhyme. So he bust a rhyme. It was dope. But check this out, Chai. It was a Curtis Blow rhyme, right? So now look, he lived in New York, right? I found this out later. I found this out later, Ty.
You saying the first time you heard the great Tupac Shakur spit, this nigga was plagiarizing fucking Curtis Blow.
Nigga plagiarized. I didn't know. He was from New York, so they got it first. You feel me? And shit would trickle down to Baltimore whenever it did, right? If it made it, right?
If it made it.
I found out this shit later on that this nigga was kicking Curtis Blow, man. So anyway, I'm like, bro, that's dope. So we get up, my bus stop, right? I get up, ring the bell, get up. He gets up. I'm thinking he let me off. But we get off at the same stop. So I'm like, bro, you live around here? He's like, yeah, I live across the street.
Oh,
that was York Road. The bus, the 8 run down York Road. Right by Rose Hill Terrace is where he lived. So I walked up, whatever. I walked home. And so a little bit later on, with Mullen Rec was a rec center around there. So saw him around the rec center. And, we doing our thing. I used to beatbox all the time. So it was this thing called the bubble, this big plastic thing. We used to climb up the side of it, slide down. It smelled like piss, but the acoustics was crazy, right? For the beatbox, right?
So I would do it.
Hey man, I love hip hop so much, and plus that, no, you couldn't get acoustics like that nowhere, right? So
real shit.
And he came over like, yo, how you do that? I'm like, how I do what? He's like, beatbox. He was like, bro, I don't know. I still wasn't fucking with him. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, man, I don't know. I just do it, man. And I started beatboxing. He said that fucking Curtis Blow rap again. But it was flowing though. He was on beat. He did. So that was his go-to.
Nigga said he ain't do it once, he did it twice.
Nigga did it twice. And then freestyling out, afterwards, hip hop was more simpler back then, like this y'all, like that y'all, like whatever. And after that, man, that day we became the East Side Crew for real. Like that was our bond. Hip hop was the reason. Because my homeboys, they was breakdancing and doing other shit, and they didn't love it as much as I did. So me and him, that was our connection.
Got you. That's a
Sorry, I
dope
was
ass story.
long-winded, but yeah.
No, come on now, man. Come on now. These stories are needed. And especially like you said, divine intervention. I mean, I believe that it was actually a reason why y'all did it. Because first of all, like I know, bus driver, you better not stop this fucking bus. If they ain't on that fucking stop when you there, don't stop this bus. Keep going. We ain't got trying to get the fuck home. You feel me? So that was important, man. So y'all went on to become the East Side Crew. And this is in Baltimore City. Y'all both about 13, 14 years old. What's next? What's next?
So I mean, we just doing our thing around the way, and so the summer came, and he was like, "Bro, I'm going to New York for the summer." I'm like, "Damn." He's like, "Yo, my mom said I could bring a friend if you want to come." I'm thinking, bring a friend. Nigga, I'm your only friend. These boys don't like you around here. What the hell wrong with you?
What the fuck else you got to
bring a friend? But around the way, my uncles, was up top. They was doing their thing, dope game. So, I'm Mouse Man. I was, my uncle DJ was doing his thing around there. So I was kind of like untouched in the area. So people would kind of fuck with Pac and pick with him. But when I started hanging with him, I'm like, yo, cool. Like they wouldn't fuck with him as much. You feel what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. And and when we became the East Side Crew, bro, we rehearsed every day. We had songs like Babies Having Babies. We was real conscious, you know what I mean? We had a genocide rap, us killing us type joint. We had a joint, I Saw Your Girl, like, dude talking about he seen the chick's girl cheating type shit,
Okay.
Probably a little bite off walking in the rain, orange juice,
Orange juice.
Yeah, and we had a hip hop version, I Saw Your Girl. So, I asked my grandmother, could I go to New York, bro? And she said, yeah. So I'll send you a photo of that too. It's a dope photo.
Right.
That
we
somebody
holding
took
Mouse
out
Man
there.
to this.
No doubt.
Because it's gonna be on the video. Make sure y'all look.
I'm on a step like this. He rhyming like it's crazy. And Yak from the Outlaws, his little cousin, is in that photo as well.
Rest in peace, Yak too, man.
Yeah, Yak probably like 10 years old, or not even 10, like 8. And so yeah, we went to New York, man. His cousin Kenny was probably 18, and we was battling in New York, man, 13, like battling people. By the end of the summer, we was battling grown dudes. And we kind of perfected the craft. Like I said, hip hop was 11, man. It was alive and living. And we was come on, Boogie Down Bronx, man. BX be next, you know what I'm saying? Boogie Down. You know what I mean? So it was different for me being away from Baltimore, because I was Spanish people, different kinds of people. So it was dope. It was a dope experience, but it made us tighter, you know what I mean, throughout the years.
Okay, and y'all stayed in New York, I'm guessing, what, most of the summer and shit?
Yeah, most of the summer, till about middle of August, something like that. So when we came back home, we still had some summer left.
Okay, got you. So you getting to experience that time with his family, friends, and close ones, because Pac comes from a revolutionary type of family and background.
Absolutely.
The Panthers, a bunch of community activists and things of sort.
Absolutely.
And New York was kind of the birthplace of all of that from his family.
Absolutely.
And then you seeing what it was like for him in Baltimore, see what it was like from him. You really got to realize who he was. What was it like seeing their household? Was it, I picture in my head, it's a bunch of militant, love yourself, make sure you understand that you are important and type of stuff. Like
it was, bro, but it wasn't even like what you were saying was already in them. So it wasn't even said. You feel what I'm saying? It was a way of it was like it was inside of them since they were born, kind of. You know what I mean? So I seen that, the whole Black Power thing. It was definitely new for me. But for one, just learning like his stepfather was a doctor who did acupuncture.
Acupuncture. Yeah.
Would get brothers off of heroin through acupuncture. Like, I was learning crazy
Prematura.
things. Yeah, absolutely, absolutely. He got 65 years, man.
Yeah, I just
Shoot.
heard recently I was talking to somebody and he's supposed to be eligible to come home soon. He only according to what type of charge he caught back then, he only had to do 50% of the time and he's over that 50 now.
He's over 50.
Definitely free him, man. We
we thought Obama was gonna let him out, which didn't happen, and then I don't know. Of course, Trump. We had enough signatures, and we was working with Benjamin Crump at the time to try to, help get him out, but it didn't happen, man. They don't want to see that man free. They still mad at the Asada shit.
Man,
they still mad about that.
I get nervous every time U.S. make another deal with them. I'm hoping Cuba don't never be like, hey, all right, Asada, we done, because they love that lady over there. You feel me? And they that queen. I don't even mean to just say lady. They love that queen over there as they should. You feel me? Shout out to their whole movement, everything. Yeah. So seeing Pac come from that type of stuff, and then y'all having so many positive songs. Was it a surprise when you seen? Is this something that you seen in Tupac as a youngin that you was like, yeah, this nigga different?
Yeah, for sure. For sure. He wasn't like none of the rest of the homies. It was a different thing, even though, they didn't have much, but just the difference, you know what I mean? Like, it's just like with the arts and him wanting to be an actor, and like, we didn't think about shit like that. You know what I mean? Like, he memorized different monologues from different shit, you know what I mean? Which was crazy. Like 13, 14, who the fuck's thinking about memorizing some shit from somewhere? Like, his thoughts were just different. And you could tell, especially at that age, I'm thinking about the A-team shit, like fucking a girl, you know what I'm saying? How fine my teacher was, shit like that. Hormones jumping like a pumpkin, you feel me, on Halloween. Like,
trying to remember them 7 digits.
Yeah, shit like that, the worry was different for him, and you could tell.
Got you. I always feel like Pac, one thing about him, I feel like God talks to you. God tells you plans that you can't tell nobody. And I always felt like Pac knew that he was under a time restraint. I always felt like he knew he was under a time restraint.
You want to know, I mean, look at the legacy of his family and the whole Panther thing. Most died.
Right.
You know what I mean?
So,
yeah.
So Pac ends up, y'all, Pac ends up leaving Baltimore, you feel me? From his best friend, you feel me? His basically his only friend here. No, we gotta skip back.
Not really only friend, because when he went to School of the Arts, he was more accepted. You feel what I'm saying? And
he was around his own.
It was white folks. It was they was just talent. Nobody was trying to be slick. You know what I'm saying? Or that type of thing. So he was the man down there. When he came back around the way, it was a little different, but down there, he was the man.
For at least 8 hours a day.
Absolutely. But as time went by around the way, they started respecting him a little bit, because he was talented with rhyme, and people definitely knew he was talented. So, but you was trying to bring up Jada?
Yeah, hell yeah, I got to. So, School of the Arts, I need to know, and I'm Jada. Fuck, I know you're gonna want to bring me on a Red Table Talk one time. This is the only shout out you're gonna get. But I'm gonna say what the fuck I want, Jada. All right? I want to know how fucking close was Jada and Pac?
They were tight, man. I mean, they were tight, man. They were good friends. I could say that. But wasn't no romantic shit going on. Like,
no romantic shit.
Not one inkling of romance. I mean, everybody wanted to tap Jada, bro. She was fine as hell, little tiny thing. You know what I mean? And was talented as well. Had a little sass with her. You feel me? And But they was just really tight, and yeah, ain't nothing happened, man. Even later on, ain't nothing. Jada wasn't into him like that. It was more like, like a brother type thing for real. Now, if Pac had the opportunity, he would have had it, trust me. But for some reason, she kept the friend zone shit alive.
Oh, I got you. Straight platonic. All right, Jada, you off on this one, baby. Doug,
no entanglements on this one.
We're gonna let you go. You feel me, Jada? We're gonna let you go. Yo, so Pac ended up going to California. I think Marin City at the time, right?
Yeah, Marin City. Yeah.
Okay. When Pac went to Marin City, how was y'all relationship then?
He would still hit me up. He would still hit me up on the phone, because he left around 11th grade. You feel me? So it was, school was still going on. So he would hit me every now and again, tell me what was going on. And one night he hit me like, yo, I'm gonna be on the Arsenio Hall show. I'm like, get the fuck out of here. For what? You know what I'm saying? He was like, yo, I'm dancing for this group. I said, dancing? I'm like, nigga, I thought you went to the School of the Arts for drama. What you doing, some ballet shit or something? Like some Alvin Ailey? What's going on over there? He said, nah, bro, this group, Digital Underground. You heard the Humpty Dance? And I'm like, no, not really. I haven't really heard it. And he said, yeah, I'm doing a background dancing for them. I'm like, man, get the fuck out. You gonna be on Arsenio Hall? Like, get the fuck. I don't believe you,
biggest fucking show at the time.
Yeah, how the fuck? And I never heard of digital. You know what I mean? Because West Coast, you know how hip hop traveled. It was a different thing. And sure enough, I watched that shit. This nigga was on there doing the fucking Humpty Dance. I'm like, whoa, this shit is fucking crazy. Some months after that, yo hit me up again. Yo, I'm gonna be in town. We doing a show. It was on tour with Public Enemy and all that. So I hooked up with him. I met Chuck D, met Flavor Flav, Shock, and Money B and all them guys. And it was dope. He was still just doing the background thing. Got us tickets, all that, me and a couple of the homies. And it was dope. And then I still was in school. He hits me up again. Yo, I got a record deal with Interscope. What? But I want you to come through, bro. Why don't you come out west? I'm like, again, my grandmother ain't letting me come out there.
You still in school at the time?
I'm still in school, bro. This nigga talking about come out west. Look, man, my mom ain't your mom. This is different. So, I said something to her, but she's like, well, that big head boy, no, you ain't going out there. Do some music stuff. Ain't nobody know, it was, and plus, not understanding hip hop and all that.
Hip hop's still young, like you said. It's still young. It's a few years older than the 11 at this time. I mean, but it's still young.
Exactly. So we probably, 13, 15, 16, so hip hop was 14. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? 2 years older than hip hop. So then unfortunately my grandmother passed. And so shit came out in the family for me. Like, damn, I don't even know these people. They arguing over shit, find out, my mom's like his mom's. My mom's on shit. My uncle's on some shit. Like, what the hell's going on? Back then, smoking weed was whack. Like, all that shit was whack. You know what I'm saying? To us growing up, you know what I mean? We wasn't on that type of shit. And I packed up, man, went out Cali.
So you go out Cali.
Go ahead.
You get to see Marin City. You get to see Pac. And another element this what makes this story so dope. Why I had to bring you on, brother, is you got to see Pac in almost every element possible. You
Right.
feel me? So we talking Baltimore, New York, which even though we're so close, to still such a culture difference,
Oh, it's
especially
different.
during the height of, we talking the 80s, so we talking the height of crack epidemic, we talking the height of hip hop, we talking it's so many changes, and for a youth, it's so much to get caught into, lost into, and you got to see those sides. So now we on the Marin City, and it's a total complete different.
Right.
What was
Way
that like
different.
when you got there?
Man, it was crazy. Actually, he was in Oakland at the time. Marin is in Oakland. It's kind of like, being in Baltimore. Like Marin is like Randallstown. You know what I'm saying? Or some shit like that.
Thank you for explaining that to my fan base who has never traveled like myself, because I needed the explanation.
Right, but it's Northern Hollywood. You feel me? But the shit was so different, bro. Like even the the slang, the talk, and I remember going to the corner store when I first went out there. I got like a ramp haircut. Feel me? This dude standing in front of the store. I'm like, "What's up, yo?" Nigga say, "Whatever the fuck you want to be up." Whatever the fuck you want to be up, homie. I said, okay. I went to the store. I was shook a little bit. It was a big dude, right? I said, damn, I can't even say what's up to niggas out here. This shit crazy. I go in the store, get my shit, bro. And came home, I told them, they like, what nigga? They, they're about to do some shit. My homie Man, he's from out of Richmond, California. Richmond is like Towson to Baltimore.
Okay.
And he was one of the homies that was around. But yeah, it was different, bro. Like I said, the slang alone, understanding, how people talked, and it was just different meanings to different shit. It had to, it was hard to learn. I've been to Baltimore all my life. So
right.
The shit I was talking about, they didn't know what the fuck I was talking about half the time.
So,
yo.
They ain't want none of that shit. So you came out there to fuck with Pac, you feel me? And how's Pac's personality at this time? Has it changed? I mean, y'all also growing up, so not even just on the fact that West Coast, you feel me, he's a few years older. Like, is his personality now on some more? Because I can only imagine, man, being able to move as a youth, it's like niggas that go to different schools. You usually pick up different personalities and shit. Something that you liked about a nigga at one school, now you don't went to another one and you copied everything about that nigga. But you created yourself, you feel me?
Right, exactly. A little bit of everybody, right.
So,
he just had a lot more confidence, you know what I mean? He was confident as shit about everything. But still nobody knew who he was. The same song shit that was out, clown around, when to hang around, right? So so that was out and it was cool, but it wasn't like, when we went somewhere, people would act differently and no shit. You feel what I'm saying? So the struggle was still on, you know what I mean? And that was one of the reasons he brought me out there. It's like, yo, let's do how we used to do. You know what I'm saying? Write rhymes together, do different shit. What was different for me, I'm not going to say that I was writing for Pac, but I helped with concepts, and I started to understand what that was about, as far as different lines and different hooks and different. You feel what I'm saying? Shit that I wasn't necessarily rapping myself, but I guess he needed my energy there. You feel what I'm saying? For him to to do his thing.
And this is what, during Tupacalypse Now?
He just was finishing up Tupacalypse Now.
Okay.
Yeah, he was finishing up. Because remember, I still had school and shit. So when he told me he had the deal, it's not like I moved right out there. You feel what I'm saying? So he was recording that at that time.
Okay, so what did you end up helping him on? The next project?
I helped him with a little bit of Tupacalypse Now. But the next project was the Troublesome project. And Troublesome got banned.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, Troublesome album. Dan Quayle banned that album because there was a cop that got shot in Texas. I don't know if it was Houston or where it was, and they had Pac's cassette tape in the deck. He had a song, Soldier Story. Remember, cops pulled me over and I laughed. Remember Rodney King and I blast on his punk ass. That Soldier Story. They blamed Pac, that record for the reason why this guy killed the cop.
So Troublesome was supposed to be a whole album, not just a song.
Not just a song. Troublesome was the album.
Damn. So
and that Troublesome song was the title track to the album.
Damn. So that ended up switching to what? Strictly for My Niggas?
Strictly for My Niggas, yeah. So I helped him write a whole album and then had to do a whole nother album.
Oh shit.
Right.
But strictly for My Niggas ended up blowing as well. You feel me? You got
Yeah, it was all right. It was cool.
Well, I mean,
yeah,
it had Keep Your Head Up too. It had I Get Around. Papa's song ended up being a good hood classic. You feel me? So that ended up doing well. So now we talking Strictly for My Niggas. I think it's 90.
Yeah, 93. 92,
okay,
actually,
so
93.
Maybe we finished in 92. So during all this time, y'all also fucking with the movies now, right? You know, Pac is doing, I think Juice is out by now, and Poetic ain't out yet.
No, Poetic ain't out yet, but Juice is out. So, Juice was out before we finished Strictly. Shout out to Ernest Dickerson, who directed that. And Ernest Dickerson is Spike Lee's cinematographer, right? And he had this project he wanted to do, and Pac really wasn't even supposed to be in Juice.
Dang.
Money B had an audition to play the fat kid. I forget whatever the fat kid's name is.
Phil.
Okay.
I don't know his real fuck. I can't remember his real name. Little boy from Lean On Me and shit.
Yeah, absolutely. And Pac having that experience was helping Money B with his lines and shit. So they go out to New York to audition for the shit, and he helping Mun, and Ernest seen that in Pac. You feel me? And was like, "Yo, say that line again." Like, damn. Nigga, you Bishop. But he was just helping Mun. Yeah, he was just helping Mun with, talk over lines, you know what I mean? For the audition. And that's how he got it, man. Talk about the universe.
Ended up not even fucking getting it at all.
Hell no. Nope, not at all.
He ain't even got a feature in the movie.
I mean, he ain't even got a song on the soundtrack.
God damn. Man, shout out to
Poor
the
Money
whole
B.
Yeah, that was fucked up, man.
Yo, Money B's my guy though.
I was about to say Money B my nigga too. I just talked to him a couple weeks ago and shit. Shout out to the whole Digital Underground, you feel me?
Absolutely.
Rest in peace to the big homie, man.
Yes, sir.
He played.
If it wasn't for him, none of this would been possible. None of it.
Played a big part of that shit. So, all right, so Pac's getting notoriety. Y'all hanging with him and shit like that. So, and everybody's is working. Like, how y'all doing is everybody working? What y'all doing? Pac's giving y'all money. How this shit working out?
Yeah, well, with the movie shit, right? I was his assistant, right? Mo Preem, his brother, was the driver. Man, and Man did what Man did. Mike Cooley did what Mike Cooley did. So they was doing their thing up in Richmond, and so that's how we was kind of doing it, working. And then like when it came to Poetic Justice, I was his assistant. Mo was his driver. But we would kind of get like a per diem and allowance for, just helping do studio shit. And then we doing shows, get a couple thousand a show, and that type of thing, so
Pac kept it real with it. He kept it real with his niggas then, as far as keeping y'all close and making sure he wasn't the only one eating and shit.
Oh,
He still ain't
absolutely.
no
Yeah.
rich nigga at this time either.
No, not at all. Not at all. But we ain't need much. I mean, we was getting full on hip hop. You feel me? We go to studio every day. Like it was a job, bro. It wasn't no chilling, like a day off, one no days off. Every day we
Oh,
went in that bitch and did a song. Cause we knew what, 10 songs was $150,000. We was turning the motherfucking album in every goddamn month.
so y'all,
But look, they wouldn't accept it, right? But we like, nigga, with a check. With a check. You have how many album deal, goddamn it, where you say 10 songs equal what? Okay. Shit. You know,
niggas just kept working.
we was turning it in.
So y'all, Pac at this time also had, you feel me, Mo Preem, shout out to Mo Preem, his brother.
That's my main man, yeah.
Y'all, they went with Thug Life. You know, they had the group Thug Life.
Well,
Was you
it
a
was
part
50
of Thug Life?
niggas. It was 50 niggas first.
Okay, that's the tattoo
And
with
then,
the gun.
yeah, that's 50 niggas, right? Me, him, and Mo got that tattoo. I would show it to you. But I got one here, Mo got one here.
So,
And so the 50 niggas was going on, and well, actually, some shit happened in Marin City where a kid got murdered. A 6-year-old kid died, and so that forced us to move to LA. It was one day we decided not to go to the studio, right? Go up there. Some dudes approach us. You could hear Edie talk about it on Vlad. He was a kid at the time, and some shit went down. You know, stole on Pac, I stole on nigga, guns came out. We wound up having a shootout in this park. There was like a festival thing going on, and yeah, it was unfortunate the kid died, and we had to move basically out of Oakland. It wasn't safe for us to be there because of the shit that happened. But you know, and God bless that family and all that. But in retrospect as well, we didn't. None of the bullets or shit we had, the guns we had, killed the kid. Thank God. But it's unfortunate that the whole shit went down that way. You know, Pac said some shit in the source, crazy about Marin. You know, you live and you learn. Niggas stepped to him about it. They was unhappy with it. So
he said some shit and then went back.
Yeah. That's how real it was at the time. You know, that's how real it was at the time.
Rest in peace to the young soldier that lost their life.
Absolutely. Unfortunate. So we moved to LA, and you know, and then that was a total different world from Oakland. You know. And we had linked up with some other dudes, and to be honest with you, like these other Thug Life dudes, besides Psych and Mo, I ain't really fuck with them dudes like that. You know, I couldn't even understand why Pac was fucking with him for real. They was whack at rapping, you know what I mean? So I'm like, nah, I don't want to be in that shit. You know what I mean? That's how I was. You know what I mean? Niggas, I've been in shootouts and shit, nigga, and all this with you, and you go ahead and just let these niggas jump on, you know. But also, too, you know, it was a different culture down there with gangs and shit. So we had some dealings with, you know, some gang dudes, and we squashed it. But these other two dudes was a part of that. You feel what I'm saying? So Pac kind of put them on, and I was like, you know, the B more in me wasn't with it. Like I couldn't understand it. You know what I mean? So that's the little shit me and Pac used to argue about. You know, I know him since 13. You feel what I'm saying? I always been the man. Nigga, you just starting to be the man. You feel what I'm saying? So I'm gonna tell you like it is. Like, bro, what the fuck you doing? You know, even with different altercations you might hear him in, believe me, I said something to the nigga about it. You know what I mean? Because we were friends. You know what I mean?
Brothers.
Like,
that's how it's supposed to be.
Why wouldn't you? You know what I mean? If you see a nigga moving in a weird direction, you know, you're supposed to let him know. You know what I mean? So yeah, that's why I wasn't in Thug Life. I was like,
I feel you. I can dig it. For those that don't know, Mouse Man is on the original motherfucker. Because I know if niggas listening, Mouse Man just said, the niggas wasn't all that, this, that, and another. So they probably thinking, man, is this nigga nice? If y'all don't know, I just want y'all, he got a lot of shit y'all can listen to, but one specific is go back and listen to that motherfucking Black Cotton original. Not the one that they put out with Shady Records and all that shit with Eminem. Wasn't Eminem on the...
Eminem did the whole
album. Yeah. Not that one we talking about, but on that one you could still hear Pac yelling out Mouse Man right before his second verse, because that's when Mouse Man verse actually came in. It's got a different beat, but that motherfucking original was harder. So y'all make sure y'all go ahead on wherever you do to find music at and shit, YouTube, whatever. And get that.
Let's put in Tupac and Mouse Man, Black Cotton. That shit.
Mouse Man, and goes off in that shit. He goes off in it.
But you know what's crazy? People always say, "Yo, Pac bit your style after that." After that joint, all the fans be like, because I'm like, the future scares me. You don't hear me.
I was about to say, because you do us that.
Pac wasn't doing that yet, but you feel what I'm saying? But that was my man. He can have that. You know what I'm saying? That's okay. But that was a part. I helped write a lot of shit, bro. So
they said we all take from the greats, man. That's how you build who you is, right?
Yeah, he took a lot of my shit, for real. But that's the team. You take it for the team. You know what I mean? Teams make you successful. You feel me? Like, and that's what it's about, at the end of the day. But let me tell you, interesting about that Black Cotton. That day was sad as shit because that was after the Marin shit when the kid got murdered.
Oh.
And we had to move to LA. And we was like, shit, might as well still go to the studio. Mopreme was in jail. He got picked out of the lineup.
For the situation.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And we did a couple days in and got let out, but Mo was still there. And then, we was in LA. We stayed at a hotel, La Montrose, for about almost a year until we found a place. But Black Cotton came out of that. That's what you was hearing. One homie,
it was
two
real,
homie, three
it was
homies,
real
poof.
pain.
Yeah,
it was real pain,
yes,
which
sir.
I think is what makes the best art. So now we get back to Pac somehow ends up in the whole New York, the East Coast versus West Coast beef, which, as y'all know, hip hop heads ultimately became the biggest war hip hop has ever produced. But to me, it never made sense because if y'all remember this interview, Pac started New York, then Baltimore, then West Coast. But Pac literally was only looked at as the West Coast side, while Biggie was the East Coast side. Were you around during that time? What was that feel like?
Man, let me tell you, that was around the time I rolled out. I couldn't do it no more, to be honest with you. Because through all the success and everything, bro, this shit's supposed to be fun. I'm like, we making money now. Money. 2 movies, you're a movie star. What the fuck are you mad about? Why are you mad at every goddamn thing? You know what I'm saying? Why are you know what I'm saying? I come from Baltimore, and as a kid, bro, to this day now, I ain't got to fight nobody.
Mm-hmm.
I can call I got this problem over here. Motherfuckers know me. I ain't beefing with nobody. I ain't trying to fight. If I got to do it, I'm going to do it. I ain't a bitch, but at the same token, if you a king, man, you a king, bro. You got dudes to do that. You know what I mean? Just like the thing in Vegas with him punching Orlando. Like, you a boss, bro. You shouldn't be punching nobody. You want somebody punch, nigga? Shit? Go punch that nigga.
You never lied, is it?
You know what I'm saying? No, like
I totally fucking agree. My whole aspect and my whole thing was, and I mean, West Coast niggas talk about it too. Pac put himself into something that he shouldn't have inserted himself
He shouldn't
into
have did.
because
And that
it was the wrong.
problem.
It wasn't, and again, back to they want to say Pac is West Coast, but keep in mind, Pac is not. He's East Coast. Don't
but he
confuse
got a
it.
lot
So
of love.
He do,
He got
but
most
at
of his
the end,
love
his
from
mentality
West.
though, his mentality is still East Coast, not fully understanding that shit over there as far as how they carry it. And we rock a different code. We wasn't rocking colors at the time, even though neighborhoods here now are colored, things, but we wasn't rocking colors at the time. We literally, you fuck with your niggas. And if my niggas, like I was taught young, if you leave out the house with that nigga, y'all come back together. That's point blank. Yeah. His mentality was on that type of shit. So when you saw the shit happen in Vegas, was it just, damn, here go Pac again, just too fucking hands on?
That was his problem, man. He was trying to demonstrate too much. Like, niggas loved him for who he was. You feel what I'm saying? I remember we hooked up with Snoop when Snoop first got on. We had a house out in Sherman Oaks, and they came through, and Pac he was excited, but he was extra animated. And it's like, yo, stop trying to prove that you tough to these niggas. These gangbanger dudes, that they don't want to bang, bro. They looking at you like you a movie star. You got that Panther shit with you. You got fire with you. You get fire within you. You feel what I'm saying? Motherfuckers don't think you know punk, right? Especially, because of the Panther shit. You know what I'm saying? You intelligent, bro. You in movies with Janet Jackson. You know what I mean? Plus, you played a crazy nigga in Juice. Motherfuckers really think that's you. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So motherfuckers scared of you in a bit. Like, they don't know what this nigga, you know what I mean? They don't know how to carry you because they seen so many sides of you. You feel me? He was not the only nigga, but there's few niggas that can give you the keep your head up and the holler if you hear me's and the, you know what I'm saying? Most motherfuckers can only give you one thing. That's like if NWA had keep your head up. You'd be like, what the fuck? But Pac was so dips, he showed every side of himself. You know what I mean? So whatever floor you wanted to get off on, you could do it. Political, with the broads, caring, whatever the case, he could do that. And being young, he didn't notice that that's why people fucked with him. You know what I mean? And looked up to him as well. People got strength from him. You could feel that shit, the pain or whatever when he rapped, you could feel it. But he didn't get it. From Boys to Men, nobody taught us how to do this shit, Ty. Even when I was out there, we had no real big guidance.
No guidance.
We didn't know. We were kids. I just told you we didn't know what to do and how to do it. We dealt with it as it came and the best that we could. And I tried to talk to the nigga, but
that's some of them things that it's sad because when I talk to the younger generation, it's the same shit. They losing so many people young, and you never really get a chance to make those mistakes because you're dying before you even forget. If you think about you was taken for every mistake, I would have been dead 30 times. Like reality, but a lot of us don't get a chance. And Pac dying so young, didn't get a chance to grow. You give a nigga that much money, that much stardom, that much popularity. I think one of the illest things he ever quoted was the fact that I didn't have a record until I had a record. Like, that's important for the younger generation to fucking watch. And that's why I said we celebrating his life, his legacy, because these stories are needed like this so that the younger generation can learn from that shit. Like, yo, these people putting us in trick bags, point blank. They giving us, they giving you millions and they know that your dumb ass going back to the hood. Man, you got to separate a little bit. I understand. We love our hood. We love our neighborhoods. We want to uplift them and shit. But the same way, like you just now said, nigga, I'm not supposed to touch nobody. I'm a boss. I'm not supposed to have to go back to this back to school fucking drive either. Check that out. I got enough money to send all my niggas that I know are positive and on my mission to handle what needs to be handled out there. But a lot of us are hands-on. And I don't mean y'all niggas that ain't really, I know everybody's so gangster and shit like that. But one thing for sure, two things for certain that you learn, it's always a nigga tougher. I don't give a fuck how tough.
Absolutely. And
this shit ain't no video
you gotta
game.
Be safe.
You only die
once. You gotta be safe, right?
Yeah. So, so when you saw the All Eyes on Me, because you're gone at the time, you feel me? You're gone at the time because the Biggie beef is at the height. Pac has went to Clinton. Before we get on All Eyes on Me, Clinton Correctionals, you feel me? Clinton Correctional Facility. Pac ended up doing 9 months there for the whole shit with the what is it? A sodomy, whatever the fuck that charge was.
Sodomy.
You feel me?
Right.
So Pac ended up doing 9 months for that before Suge and them bailed him out.
Right.
And that time in Clinton Max, while he was locked up there 9 months, did you ever get a chance to visit or talk to him?
Nah, I didn't. But me and Mopreem, his brother, stayed in contact. We still talk 3 times a month at least. But I was sending messages through him through Preem, basically.
Okay.
Because I think at the time I was living in Nashville, working for a production company out there. But yeah, just with Preem, because I still had the connection. You know what I mean? Like, because Preem was feeling the same way I was feeling. You know what I mean? Like, bro, what are you doing? Like, it don't gotta be this way, you know. Let's enjoy this fame, and like we've been through so much, you know. Like I told you before, talking to you, I'm like, we go out somewhere, I'm a bodyguard.
Right.
Everywhere we go, like I could have fun, but couldn't have fun. Like that shit sucks. Like who want to go through that? Like, you know, it just wasn't cool. But you could tell though, if you look at them Clinton correctional videos, how different the nigga was. He was turning back into himself. If you look at those,
that was the most
when he got
focused.
hair, he was turning back into himself. Not saying the other shit wasn't him, but that was him. You know what I'm talking about, Ty?
Man, that was the most focused we saw Pac ever. That's when he got on the tan jumpsuit, or I think it's the tan pants and the green shirt or whatever. He did a song in there. What the fuck is the song he let the world hear? That was the first time.
I can't even think right now.
I can't remember what the fuck it was, and I don't want to say the wrong thing. But
yeah,
anyway,
I can't even think. But yeah,
if y'all look at that footage from Tupac and Clinton Correctional Facility, Pac was so calm. You could tell that he was focused because
he was clear. He was clear, bro.
We need that chance. We need that chance to be clear. We need that
be
opportunity.
On timeout,
Most
nigga.
of my
Timeout.
Exactly. Most of my niggas that are successful, that sat down before, they all owe their success to their jail time that they did.
That's
and
it.
Tell you that it was needed. You feel me?
Yeah.
That's that mental. All right. So them 9 months go past, and then we get Tupac Shakur, a fucking death row record. How the fuck is Mouse Man feeling now? Do I call my nigga? Do I what the fuck?
I'm gonna tell you already. I told you I already knew. I was talking to Preem. Preem telling me, bro. I'm like, what's up with Pac? He good? Cause you know, got shot, blah, blah, all that. Blah. He like, bro, Suge come through. We don't even go with where Pac go no more. I said, what you mean? He said, Suge will come in. All of us in a room. All right, Pac, let's go. Everybody get up. Nah, not you niggas, just Pac. And him and Pac will leave. So it wasn't like it was back then. So I'm glad the fuck I left, Ty, to be honest with you. You know what I'm saying? Because he wasn't including the homies in it. And nothing. You know what I mean? And that's what Preem was telling me. I'm like, yo, so what are y'all gonna do? You know, it got to the point, I mean, where they was trying to figure out what to do. Like, were they gonna get a deal? You know, they wanted to get a deal with Death Row, or Pac was like, nah, wait till I get my label going. Wait till I get my label. And shit changed. They were damn near starving over there, which was crazy. You know, sorry fans, but that's what happened.
I don't think the fans mad because I think they could see. You feel me? And again, we need these type of motherfucking stories. You feel me? We can
real shit.
See it, and we still talking about a kid. So I mean, at the end of the day,
absolutely,
you're talking about a nigga that didn't get a
24
chance.
years old.
Yeah,
never got a chance to grow.
At 24, Lord Jesus, I thank you for not taking me, because Lord knows where the fuck. What I was doing at 24 was not productive to who I am today at all.
But also wasn't nearly what the fuck he was doing. You feel what I'm saying? You know,
nor did I have nearly nearly as much access to all the other shit that he had.
That too.
Yeah.
That too.
So
that too.
I know, brother. I know your time is short. I know that you have shit to do today. It's a busy day on you.
It is crazy
so
today.
I could get with you a bunch of more times, and I pray
Yeah,
that
we
you give
could
us
do
that
this again.
opportunity. But
Yeah,
I ain't
we
gonna
could do
hold
it.
you up today because I want you to go ahead and enjoy what you're doing today because it's very, very fucking positive.
Yeah.
I want you to tell the fans and everything, where can they reach Mouse Man at? Where can they keep up with you? Where can they just to find out what you're doing, what you're up to, things of that sort? You feel me? Because again, like I said, they need to be on the lookout for the things that you are doing because you're doing things in the community. You're doing things for his legacy. You're doing, and for those that, like you said, sorry to the fans. No, fuck that. We're not saying sorry because as his friend, as his brother, he has a right to his opinion of his brother. Same way he has a right to his opinion. Can't no other nigga talk about my brother.
Exactly.
But I could talk about my motherfucking brother. You feel me? And
real shit.
it's 100% on that, my G. I want you to tell them how can they reach you, brother.
Y'all can hit me up at The Real Mouse Man on Instagram and Mouse Man on Facebook. That's about it. Y'all can hit me up, DM me, however. If y'all got opinions or whatever about whatever, just hit me up. Also, we're doing a couple films that's coming up. Born Busy documentary. We didn't really talk about it here, but we've been filming a Born Busy documentary for the past couple of years.
Tell them what the Born Busy is.
Born Busy is a group that after we were the East Side crew, we linked up with these other two dudes from the School of the Arts. We battled them. And of course, we murdered the niggas. But they became homeboys of us. They our brothers. You feel what I'm saying?
Okay.
The first recordings. I still have the first recordings of Pac. And just that journey of Born Busy. And actually, when I was out west, me and Tupac talked about actually coming back home and doing a Born Busy album, which was crazy, and we never got a chance to do that. But yeah, Born Busy is just, about Pac's Baltimore years and just the steps that he took to be great. Like, and when you watch this film, you're definitely gonna see something that you've never seen before because they always skip over. When they come to Baltimore, they go right to the School of the Arts, him, Jada, that's it. And it's been 25 years. And so we gotta show that he honed his skills here in Baltimore. You know what I mean? Shorty wanna be a thug. That was about Baltimore, thug life shit, period. He got that shit from Baltimore. You know what I mean? And we'll show that in this film. When you see it, you're gonna be like, yo, that's crazy. Machiavelli, he learned about Machiavelli in Baltimore. You feel what I'm saying? Like, you'll be amazed when this film comes out, man, how much Baltimore was an influence on him. Showing up.
I got you. I got a Mouse Man.
Mm-hmm.
First of all, make sure y'all get that motherfucker when it comes out because I'm interested as fuck to see it. I gotta ask you these quick questions. I promise you. We run through them. The documentary. What did you think? The movie.
It sucked ass. That was the worst shit ever in life. First of all, they tricked Mama Faney into signing the deal for that film, right? And because the estate was going on, and I ain't even gonna say names right now, but they tricked her into signing that. And it was just the worst representation of my brother in the world. Like, somebody's definitely got to do another Pac film because to me that ruined his legacy and who he was. Like, I don't care. I mean, honestly, he needs a docu-series like Wu-Tang shit. You can't even explain his life in 2-3 hours and make it interesting.
I feel you.
Yeah,
I still want the nigga that played him playing him though. That nigga did good.
No, definitely. The worst movie in the world. Yeah, he was the best Pac out of all the Pacs for sure.
Agreed.
Yeah.
All right. So worst movie in the world, cool. Faith Evans and Pac. Any info? Did he really fuck? Did he didn't fuck? I gotta know that.
I put it to you like this. I don't know.
What do you think? Have you known Pac allowed his dick?
He might have. He might have.
Okay.
He might have. Is all I can say. I'm not sure, but he might have.
And what did he say Madonna pussy smell like? Madonna, I'm sorry. I need to know what your pussy smell like. It's Madonna. It's fucking Madonna.
Hip hop chicken. But look, check this out. Madonna. But you know, Madonna is known for, you know, fucking popular Negroes. You feel what I'm saying? So, you know, I've heard about him and her arguing, like Saturday Night Live behind stage and shit. But, you know, like, yeah, it's she likes Negroes. You feel me? But I probably would have did her too, because it's Madonna. You feel me?
I would have fucked Madonna. I'm sorry. I would have fucked Madonna. I would have strung her around just like, nigga, I would have been right there at every show with her like this.
yeah, absolutely. But you know, Snoop was with her too, you know?
Snoop did talk about the fact that Pac stole him from or some shit like that.
And you know, Jack was fucking her.
Haitian Jack? I didn't know that.
Yeah.
I didn't know
Jack
that.
Fucked her first. Jack was fucking her first.
All right, so I gotta apologize to you new niggas. You feel me? A lot of you new rap niggas, I'll be like, why the fuck y'all keep sharing so many chicks when you got all this money and you can fuck so many? The old niggas did that shit too, so y'all get a card because y'all copy this shit from these niggas. There's no way, man. My bitch wouldn't even be able to talk the language.
Right.
Like, you wouldn't even say that you recognize her face from where, nigga. She ain't even from there. Like, you feel me? All right, so we're going to exit out on this 25th anniversary of Tupac, man. You think he alive or is he dead?
He might be.
Which one? Either
one.
Mouse, man, we fucking appreciate you, man. We appreciate you, brother.